Hi Scrappy friends! This video you're about to watch is a bring over from my Facebook page where I also do a Border to Pages series. I just want to eventually house them all in one location over here on YouTube for easy reference. And this one previously aired back in February over on Facebook. So if you haven't seen it, I hope you enjoy it. And if you have seen it, then I hope it's a good refresher for you. Okay? Here we go. Today we are moving forward in our series where we're taking the Creative Memories 110 scrapbooking borders ideas and sketchbook. So this one is just the borders. We're going to move forward in this, and I picked a sketch for us to work on today. And it's this one right here. It's on page 9. I'll bring it up a little closer. You'll see, if you know me, of course it's using my tag punch. Now this sketch actually uses a different tag punch. It's the scallop tag punch, but I don't actually have that one. And so a great substitute is going to be my 3-in-1 beveled tag punch, which is still currently available. The formula for this border. So there's 3 layers. So there's a base layer, and then there's a second layer and a third layer, which is perfect for our tag punch because it just so happens to do 3 different sizes. Okay, so the first layer will be a 2.5-inch tag, and then the second layer will be a 2-inch tag, and then the third top layer will be the 1-inch tag. As you can see in the sample and in the sketch, there's a spot for an embellishment area where they've included a title, and we will be doing that as well. And then another small embellishment area here and some decorations going up the center. And I'm going to use Stars and Spirit. I love this pack. Obviously it's patriotic, but it could be used for so many things. In fact, I'm going to use it today for a baseball layout. I've used this for nautical type layouts as well. So it's very versatile. I just love red, white, and blue as a color scheme anyway. So that's probably why I'm drawn to this. So I have some scraps that I'll be digging into to try and get some of those smaller pieces used up. And then I have this whole piece, which we'll use when we get to the layout of our portion of the video today. And then I have the stickers as well. Now, a lot of them are very patriotic and say, patriotic type things, but there's also some that are not, and those are what we'll be using today. So let me put those aside as well, and we'll come back to those, and we'll get going on our border. So like I said, we're going to use every size that the tag punch allows us to do. So I'm going to need a 2.5-inch strip, a 2-inch, and a 1-inch. So my biggest piece here is going to be the striped paper. So let me bring that in, and that'll be our 2.5-inch. And then the red will be our 2-inch. And then I have this little piece, which I believe is probably already 1-inch. Yep. So this top blue, this one will be our 1-inch piece. These other scraps I'm going to save for our embellishing. It's a pretty easy border today. I love this one, actually. Maybe it's the tag, right? Okay, so first one, the 2.5-inch piece, we're just going to slide it in and punch out a topper for each of our colors. So there's our striped at 2.5. This one will be, I'm going to turn it over because it looks like it might be slightly larger than 2. I want to make sure I just have it centered. Whenever you punch upside down, be sure to turn it over when you're punching, because so the fallout comes out and not back into your punch. I was just thinking, I love that combination as well. The blue, whoops, there we go. You can't see. Now I made my sketch too big. That's kind of nice too, but I am going to use the red side. And then the last one will be the 1-inch. Slide that one in. Yep, I didn't know. Same thing, it's not quite sliding into the tray perfectly, so I'm just turning it upside down so I could visualize that it's halfway. This is halfway between the 1-inch piece of paper, just so it's lined up better. I'll show you here in a minute. Okay, so see how it came out nice and rounded when I double checked the other side, and here it wasn't quite in all the way, so it's a little bit tapered I'm going to just trim that off. We're not going to need that. In fact, we're going to fishtail that end anyway. I think for what they did here, they have a smaller piece on top, which I like that look, so I'm going to keep that. And I don't think, let me see how long this one is. If I remember, I don't want to give you the wrong. Okay, so the blue striped is actually 11¼ inches. The red check is 10 inches. Darker blue one is not 8¼ inches. So these were literally scrap pieces that I had. I just really liked the sizes that they were, and it's going to be perfect for what we're going to do today. Let's go ahead and get these adhered down. I'm going to use my repo just in case I have to move it, and I'm going to try and line it up like they do in the sketch, which is just a little bit of an overlap here. You can kind of still see the hole, except for one thing. I'm going to fishtail this, so it's okay. That sketch is going to get in our way. Let me shrink it down just a little bit. Okay, so I'm going to give this a little bit of a fishtail on this first layer, but not on the base. So the bottom one is a base, and you can give any treatment you want up there. I was thinking using like the border making cartridge, especially the Sunshine Arches, would make a cute kind of tag topper for this as well. Same thing on this one, and there we go. And now I could adhere this one. Now you'll see in the sketch that they have some decoration going on that center, on this top layer. So I'm going to bring back in my border stickers. I've used quite a few of these, but I have these stars left over, and I think I'll use partial strip of this. And let's see, I'll put it, let's see, dark blue. I'll put light blue at the top. And then just going to put it like right about here. I'm eyeballing it, but trying to get it into the center. And I'll come down to right here where that red one, and I'll probably try and cut a little bit of a fishtail angle since there's not a clean cut. There we go. Okay, so far I like it. Now we're on to the embellishing part of it, and like I was explaining, I'm going to use this for a baseball layout. So I'm going to bring in my custom cutting system. My red, this is the middle template, and the red blade, and that white piece of scrap paper that I have. And I'm going to cut out a circle that's going to represent a baseball when we're finished. And I'm going to use the inside ring with the red blade. So that's going to cut as close to the template as I can get. When I was trying to decide which template, I literally just took my templates and laid it on top of a 2.5 inch and to kind of see like which one would look the nicest. And I think that this is going to be the perfect size, because now I want to make it look like a baseball. So I'm going to use this as my little guide to give me the rounded seam part of the baseball. I'm just eyeballing this and making this up. I don't have a guide for this, but you'll see it works pretty good. And then I'm bringing it on the opposite side. Again, I'm just eyeballing it. I'm sure you can be a little bit more technical if you wanted to make sure it was positioned correctly, but I'm good with that. And then I'm just going to put some little X's through the red line to make it look like a baseball. And there we go. Nothing super fancy, but I think it looks pretty good like a baseball. And then I'm going to put that right over here on my border. And that's where I'm going to house my title, just like they did in the sketch. And then down here, I want to do some embellishing. Let me bring those stickers back in. But there are some, especially with some stars. I like stars for sporting events. So this one's going to be perfect. I'm going to get that onto some foam tape. So this little opening down here underneath the fishtail banners gives us a really good place to put a sticker, so you can really boost up your theme. Maybe I'm going to turn it so the red is kind of the furthest. The red star is the furthest from the red paper. And there we go. I'm just going to put it like that. I might come back and put this up onto some foam tape as well. There we go. I like that better. Kind of gives it that little shadow effect. I like that. Okay, so that's our border for now. I'm going to come back and still put the title on it. And in fact, I'm going to go ahead and show you what I'm going to do. So I pulled in these old Creative Memory stickers. I found these in my stash. They were brand new. I can't believe that I've never used them because I think they're so cute. They're blue with some little blue dots. Let me check the year on these. They're pretty old. Wow. 2002. Wow. Oh, look. Back then they used to give us like page title ideas and some quotes to use. Oh, that's fun. I'll have to go back and look at that. But yeah, these are pretty old. So I'm so glad I found them because they're going to work perfect for my layout today. What I did was I took those stickers and already put it out to save us some time. This is a Dodger game. We are in LA. And so I'm put it on some wax paper and just cut a circle so I can kind of lay it. It's going to go just like that on top of that ball. Okay, so let's take our border and create our layout. It's going to be a one-page layout today. And I have some pictures obviously from when we went to Dodger Stadium. And I only had 3 photos of this event. It was a family day, so I don't know why I don't have more photos. I loved this one because the brown looked like a diamond. So I thought, well, with baseball, it's brown. It looks like a baseball diamond. In fact, I am going to go ahead and keep this. I'm not sure. And what I'm going to do is turn it so the 12 inches is going this way. And then I'm going to bring in an extra piece of paper at the other end to give me that extra ½ inch. Yeah, I'm sorry, should have measured that. It looked like a full piece of paper. Let me go grab something real quick for that other half. Let's try this. So let me get my mat. Good time for my mat so I can get exactly this blue one. I'll cut this down and weld it to the back. And then, so I'm only going to take off a little piece right there, but that's going to be awesome because it's going to give me some color over here as well. Okay, so let's get to this layout because this is supposed to be the quick part. Sorry about that. Okay, so there's our border with our title. Super simple, super easy border. You can decorate it more. You can put other things around. I'm not going to because I don't have a lot of baseball embellishments. Okay, so like I was explaining, I only have 3 photos of this event. I'm not sure why. I know our whole family was there. And I have basically one of the actual stadium, one of my husband holding our nephew, and another one of our nephew. I was thinking I wanted to bring in blue. I didn't realize I was going to have that piece over there. And so I'm going to bring in this piece of scrap blue that I've torn the bottom edge off of. Okay, this was a 10 by 10 or a 10 inch by 12 inch piece of blue paper. I tore the edge so that I can just, let me see if I want to flip it around the other way or tear it a little bit more. Yeah, I want it, yeah, I don't want this part. Well, let's see, let's see, let's just keep going. I like it that it's hanging off the torn edge part. This side was a little bit steeper of a cut, so it didn't go down quite as far. Okay, put our title back up there. First photo will go somewhere at the top. And then, actually, I couldn't cut that. I've already trimmed these, and one person that wasn't with our family was in our photo, but maybe I can cover it up. And then bring this one like that. That's going to be how I place the photos on. And see how the grass is cut matches the same diagonal stripe of this brown paper. I loved that. So I don't want to like not use that paper. I think it's too perfect. And I will be putting my journaling right here. I'll do that off camera. And then other than that, I want to embellish a little bit more. There's this heart over here. I love this little heart. And I think I'm going to bring that into my border right there. Give me something right there. And then as far as embellishing, I want to do something up here to kind of bring your eye back up to the top up here. I don't have any more stars that are like this, so it looks like I've used up my stars, but I did bring with me today star from the mini trio set. So I thought, why not make my own stars today? I have red, white, and blue papers here. I could, kind of make what they have here, which is a blue piece You know, let me try this dark blue that I happen to bring over right now. We'll do a dark blue. Gonna have to put that one, it's too close to this one. I'm gonna cut out a light blue. This is the back side of the red. I actually want a red one too, so we'll do a red and a blue, kind of mimic what's going on down here. And I'm not really liking this dark blue one, so let's take that aside. Let's bring in white, see if we like that better. Okay, so let's see. Let's arrange them kind of like they are here. Let's put red at the top this time, and then white kind of coming down, and then blue, and I will probably pop that blue one up onto a little foam. There we go. I like it. Let me push that picture over so we can see it. And let me see if I can grab a piece of white to change out that blue. Let's see if I have one handy here. I think I'm going to bring in the white instead. Yeah, I think I like that better. Maybe I want red. I have a couple different shades. Let's see which one we like. Okay. Yeah, I like that better. I do like the red much better. Brings in the red from over here as well. There we go. And then this one will be in on the red, and the journaling will go right here. Ta-da! I finished. I like it. I do like the red off to the side over there. It's cute. So there we go. We took our border from page 9 in the book and recreated that border with a different theme. That's our whole purpose of the book. We don't want to always just recreate what they have. We want to use the same borders for our own themes, and we made a page layout with it. I hope that you enjoyed that. I had fun doing it, even though it seemed like a little bit some things went a little wrong, but I think I love my layout at the end of the day. So another story done, and another one I'll add to my books. So take care, everybody, and I'll see you next week when we come back to do another Workshop Wednesday. Thank you. Bye-bye.